Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Mount Vernon Nazarene University here in Mount Vernon, Ohio for game number 1 of the 2016 NCSAA National Basketball Championships. We start off with a Division 4B matchup this morning between Community Christian out of Manhattan, Illinois at 28-1, at least on this, coming into the year. Of course, some teams have played a few games since then. And Open Bible Christian at the time of this being written at 14-7. Open Bible out of the Maryland Independent Athletic Conference and Community out of the Illinois Christian Conference. Community will be in the white uniforms today. Open Bible in those dark blue uniforms. Community will play it up. Starters at guards will be Junior Castaneda, Sam Denon, and Robbie Jansen. The forwards are Josh Mitchell and Keaton Doty. For Open Bible, they will start at guards Tim Olishko as Keaton Doty fires and misses. Olishko will start at guard along with Tristan Richardson and Nick West. The forwards are Ethan Canfield and Luke Hubert. So Community missing the first shot of the day and then losing the ball out of bounds as well as Open Bible plays it up. A 3-ball on the wing is good by Tristan Richardson. So the first 3 of the day, good from Tristan.
Our coach told us we're going to have to watch him. He's going to have his name called a lot of times.
So Denon out front. They swing it around. Robbie Jansen for 3. That's off the mark. Rebound underneath to Josh Mitchell. That wouldn't go. Going to try it again. Back up, good in the foul. So the foul is on Open Bible's Luke Hubert. That's his first, team first, as the bucket good by Josh Mitchell. We'll have another one coming. We should explain today, we are broadcasting a game that's on the far court, and I mean it's a ways away from us, and we have no scoreboard. So we have absolutely no idea how much time is left until we get notified from the scores table. Now we will. We have a flip score that's facing us, but we don't have a time or an actual scoreboard. So bear with us if we struggle to give that to you from time to time because we don't know either. In the post, Mitchell turns and lays it up and in.
Well, that was a nice, strong power move. He went to the outside and went back underneath on a quick turnaround and put it off the glass.
4-0 the lead for Community here early in quarter number 1. Turning and firing in the lane and scoring is Ethan Canfield, making it a 5-4 lead for Open Bible. Doty along the baseline. Forces that up, no, but he will head to the free throw line. And that's 2 quick fouls on Luke Hubert, the big 6'4" forward for Open Bible. That's not good news for them inside, especially with Josh Mitchell being 6'4" and playing much bigger than that for Community.
Keaton got his first one, on line for second. In the lineup, Chase Farrell. Shot number 2, Keaton up.
6:10 to go in this opening quarter. We're getting some text messages here to try to keep us up to date on the score, but you're just going to have to kind of wait for those to come in a little bit. Under 6 minutes to go opening quarter. We're all tied up at 5 as Open Bible into the front court. That shot off the mark by Nick West, and now Community to bring it up. That pass deflected. Doty saves it back across to Robbie Jansen. Now as the Panthers move it around. Good patience here so far for Community. Up and under goes Josh Mitchell and scores.
What power. There's nobody inside that can handle him.
A 7-5 lead now for Community. Here in the opening quarter of play. Nick West flips it back out front to Richardson. Over to the near side. Picked up by Olishko into the lane. He'll fire no, but the foul on Sam Denon.
So yeah. Sam made a break for the ball, and when he did so, got him out of position. He tried to get back, but he fouled him on the arm instead.
So Denon picks up his first and team first as well on Community. Free throw off the mark. And Olishko, the junior guard, will have another one coming here. Second one bangs off, no good.
Sam Dunham for his first rebound there. Junior driving in, gets blocked. What was that now?
I think they just called it going out of bounds off of him.
Oh.
I do believe. So Open Bible brings it up into the front court. Down the post it goes for Canfield. Turns, has that partially blocked. Rebound tip back out. A long two from Richardson is no good. And Josh Mitchell with the board. Off to Jansen, tried to work into the front court and lost it. And Junior Castaneda lost it too. So Open Bible on the run. Nick West down the lane. That won't go. We got a whistle and a foul down low, I believe, on Open Bible.
Probably number 14. No.
Foul is on number 2, Tim Olishko. That will be his first and team third on Open Bible.
Both teams in his own defense. Open Bible in a 1-2-2 or 3-2. Depending on how you want to call that first guy. Sometimes he comes way out. And the same thing for Community.
Ben Mercantoni into the lineup for Open Bible as the Panthers work it up in the front end for Community. Out front, Denon in the paint to Jansen, who fires. That won't go.
Jansen didn't follow a shot. He backed up on the court and left the rebound wide open for Ben.
Down under 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Down the lane, good pass on the inside. Layup missed, though, by Ethan Canfield. And we got a whistle and a foul in the post. That will be on Sam Denon. That will be his second and team second on Community. So Canfield to the free throw line here. First one is good. Ethan will have another one coming. Rims out the second. It's a 7-6 lead for Community here. As we approach 4 minutes to go opening quarter.
Another turnover.
And Doty dribbled himself into trouble. So back up with it comes Richardson. Off on the near side. On the wing to Canfield. Now working left side is West. Shoots a jumper from the baseline. That won't go. Keaton Doty out on the run for Community. Down the lane. That wouldn't go. We got a whistle and a foul. And more than likely that's on, nope, it's not on Nick West. It's on Tristan Richardson. He'll pick up his first foul and team fourth on Open Bible.
We're getting fairly near the halfway point of the first quarter.
Free throw good by Doty. Another one coming. And we'll give you updates on that clock as we get them. It's got to be down under 4 minutes by now. And once again, we can't see the scoreboard. So Mitchell underneath gets the rebound and lays it up and in off the missed shot.
That's 6 rebounds from Mitchell already, and we're about halfway through the first quarter.
And we've got a 30-second timeout to Community here as they lead at 10-6 over Open Bible. And I believe David Lidner will get set to check in for Open Bible here. Well, just underway, first game of this 2016 tournament. We've got a full schedule for you today. Matter of fact, 7 games on that schedule. By the way, 3:39 now to go in the opening quarter. 3:39 in quarter number 1 with Community leading at 10-6.
Well, so far we found out 2 things. Number 1, Josh Mitchell is absolutely amazing underneath. He's got that place to himself. And number 2, Open Bible plays really good defense.
Our next game, by the way, is at noon. It's a girls matchup between Calvary Temple and Cumberland Valley Christians. That's what will come up next at noon today. But plenty to work through here in game 1. Turning, firing, and scoring. On the inside is Ethan Canfield.
That's 2 plays inside. He's looked very, very good.
10-8 Community. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in our opening quarter. Baseline 3 for Castaneda is way off the mark.
He missed everything. Airballed it. Tim Olishko with his second rebound. And here's West bringing the ball up the court.
And 3 from the wing won't go. Rebound underneath, put back up and in. So Ethan Canfield with another bucket. Community up into the front court here. Jansen in the corner for three. That's good. Robbie Jansen buries a triple.
And it's supposed to be 13-10.
It should be 13-10, yes.
Yeah. She forgot to turn the page.
Down the lane, runner no good. Rebound goes off of Keaton Doty, but they're going to give it back to the Panthers.
Yeah, Keaton had the rebound. They knocked it out of his hand. So it'll be community ball.
In the middle of the paint, it goes to Jansen. Back out front, Doty. Swinging around, Robbie Jansen for three. Good again.
Wow.
So Robbie with his second three of the quarter.
Community needs Robbie to hit like that from the outside, draw that defense a little bit out so that they can penetrate more better.
There's your score, 16-10 now. Three on the other side is good. Boy, that's right down the well for Tristan Richardson, his second three of the game.
I talked to the coach, and he said he's a shooter. That's one you'll be calling a lot of his name.
In the post, it goes to Mitchell, trying to work underneath. Goes up, had that block. Josh going to try it again. Up, around, and out. And Open Bible will come away with it. 16-13, the lead for Community.
If Josh will start giving one head fake first and then go right up after the strong, he'll get that in there all right.
There's a nice little floater
that was.
by Nick West. And 16-15 now the lead for Community. Doty trying to work baseline, got cut off there. Back to Denon in the paint. He fires and scores.
The defense collapsed on Doty, and he passed that back out to Sam. Sam got a little about 8-foot jump shot.
So 18-15 is the lead for Community as we go down the stretch here in quarter number one. Again, we do not have a scoreboard facing us, so we don't know how much time there is unless somebody really lets us know. That's about it. So we're working kind of blind here at some point. Well, Ethan Canfield with a nice little jumper.
Somebody's going to have to put a body on Ethan. He's hammering away inside there.
18-17, the lead for Community now. And Doty out front, holds there. Now we'll back it out. Off to Denon. Community just taking time off the clock, down to 30 seconds to go in the quarter. So as we approach 20 seconds to go in the first, Denon's runner is good.
Wow, that was a shot right of penetration right at the foul line. Put it up and got it.
And there it goes for the end of the quarter. Apologize for being a little bit off on the clock, but again, we cannot see it, so we're working off of text messages at the end of quarter number one. 20-17 is the lead for Community over Open Bible. Take a little time out. We'll come back here in just a couple of moments with quarter number two. Start of quarter number two, a 20-17 lead for Community. In the post, it goes for Hubert. Spins, fires. That won't go. Rebound tapped up, no. And Robbie Jansen comes away with it. Off to Doty. Doty into the front court, down the lane. Try to force up a shot, hit the side of the backboard. And it will be Open Bible basketball. Just underway here, quarter number two, a 20-17 lead for Community. Out front, Hubert for three. That's good. Well, I'm going to tell you something. This team hasn't missed hardly anything in this first half. Outside, Jansen for three. That's no good. Rebound tipped underneath. Tap back out. Doty with it along the baseline. Tried to dump it back in the middle and threw it away. As looks like Keaton took one in the gut along the baseline. That foul was on Robbie Jansen. That would be his first, team third. Community up into the front court off the missed shot. Denon with it, trying to dump it baseline to Mitchell. That won't go. And Open Bible comes away with it. We're tied at 20 here in the second quarter. Three ball on the wing by Hubert. That won't go. Rebound underneath, blocked by Doty. And back the other way comes Community. Mitchell into the front court. They swing it around to Doty on the wing. Holds there in the post to Mitchell. Had it stripped away, knocked out of bounds, and Community will keep it. So Jansen inbound here. Out front to Denon. They swing it around. Jansen in the corner for three. That's way off the mark. And back the other way comes Open Bible. Still tied at 20 with under 6 minutes now to go in the half. Scoring is slowed down a little bit down the lane. That runner won't go. Rebound tapped out of bounds, and it will stay with Open Bible. In the post it goes. The runner off the glass is good by Ethan Canfield. And it's a 22-20 lead for Open Bible here about midway through the second quarter. In the post, Mitchell spins, and we got jump ball on the inside.
Jump.
And it will be Open Bible basketball.
That was an interesting call.
And we've got a timeout to Community. So timeout here in the second. 22-20 is the lead for Open Bible. As let's take a brief timeout. Be back with you here in just a moment. .447 to go in the half as Community inbounds. And now they'll track it down on the near side. Off into the corner. Doty trying to work there. Gets a step into the paint. Fires no, but looks like that might end up being the third foul on Luke Hubert, and it is. So Luke picks up his third. Team fifth. And Keaton Doty heads to the free throw line. So that free throw off the mark, 1 out of 2. Mitchell gets whacked. And back out front it comes. Down the lane, Doty all the way in, and he's fouled on the way to the line.
Coach has got community doing the right thing. Take it inside. He's piling up the fouls. Doty be on the line now for 2 here. And actually, you were right. Mitchell should have been on the line before that.
Now the free throw off the mark from Keaton. He's literally shooting about 40% from the free throw line. Second one here is good. So he's right at 50% for the day. 22-22 is the lead, or excuse me, it's the tie here. As Open Bible into the front court, down under 4 minutes to go in the half. 3 ball out front, that's good.
Boy, he hit that. He was coming away from the baseline. Well, and three-point land, turned in the air and shot it and then nailed it.
That's the third 3 of the half for Tristan, and they've been on fire from three-point range. In the post, Mitchell swings it back out. 25-22, the lead for Open Bible. Denon into the paint. Now dumps it back out to Castaneda. Denon again off the right side. This community trying to be patient here in the paint. Doty fires and scores.
That was good patience. You got Doty coming around from the left side. Got a little jump shot about 10 feet out.
25-24 is the lead for Open Bible. Little fadeaway in the lane. That won't go. Rebound underneath, put back up, no. And Mitchell comes away with it. Now Doty out on the run. Down the lane, had that partially blocked. Castaneda trying to come down with it. Off to Denon, who fires and scores.
Nice steal by Castaneda and a good pass over to Sam. He had an easy 10-foot jump shot out of that.
26-25, Community back in the lead by 1. This is a really good, even matchup. First game of the day.
Both teams playing very, very well. There he is again.
Another 3, good again. My goodness, that's the 4th 3 of the half.
And he's hit nothing but bottom of the net. I mean, and he's not taking any time to get the shot off. You can't guard him.
They are 5 of 8 from three-point range as Doty throws that away. And then we got a whistle and a travel on Josh Mitchell. So Open Bible to play it in. We'll see if Community goes man, and that's
what they did last time down.
What they'll do again in the post. Wow, that's a nice move. Spinning and scoring is Ethan Canfield.
Now they got a couple players you just can't stop. Ethan on the inside and Tristan on the outside.
30-26, Open Bible. Mitchell inside, spins and scores. That's a nice little move from Josh.
Yeah, he's done well in that. He took that time the big guy, Ethan Canfield, inside.
30-28, Open Bible with the lead. Here as we go down the stretch in the first half. Runner there won't go, and the rebound to Mitchell. Community out on the run. Denon down the lane, pulls up from the baseline and fires. That won't go, and Keaton Doty will head back to the line again.
Is this going to be the big guy at 22?
Well, one thing about Open Bible, this will be on Tristan Richardson. That's his second. Boy, if Community gets him in foul trouble in the first half, they'd be in trouble because I think he's outside of him and Canfield. That's about their only 2 scoring opportunities, I do believe.
Do you remember if Keaton had rebound put up, or he's just going up with it? Okay.
And second one good here. So 2 free throws from Keaton Doty. We're tied at 30 as we go down the stretch here in the first half. Again, we cannot see a scoreboard, so unless we get a text or something with how much time is left, we really don't know, to tell you the truth. And we got a whistle and an illegal screen in the post. That will be on Jalen Turner. That's his first.
I think they're trying to catch Keaton come around the outside on his man. They were trying to get Tristan an open shot. I don't know why. Only guy just hits everything.
Boy, that kid, and he's got such a quick release.
He does. You can't get there.
Swinging around, Castaneda from the baseline. Nowhere to go with it. Now back up top to Doty. 1 minute to go in the first half. In the post, Mitchell spins, fires, no, but he will head to the free throw line.
They're going to have to stop swinging at him.
And that's on Ethan Canfield. That will be his second foul. Although, really, to be completely honest about it, they got 2 or 3 guys on the inside that they can keep racking up the fouls with, I do believe. That free throw way off. And Mitchell will have another one coming.
Here comes Chase Farrell getting ready to come in. There he is. He's coming in for the big guy, Ethan.
48 seconds to go here in the first half. Game tied at 30. And the second free throw off the mark. Well, said before, free throws win and lose games. And right now for Community, it's really losing it. They are about 7 of 15 or so. Doty out on the run of the front court spins, and we got a whistle and a foul again, this time on Tim Olishko. That will be his second. But really, if you're Open Bible, this is pretty good strategy.
Right now,
Community has not proven that they can make a free throw. So until that point, I mean, eventually, yes, you'll run out of people.
I was going to say, they're going to run out of starters. They only got so many on that can replace those good guys.
So the free throw good from Keaton. And Doty will have one more coming.
They do have they play a lot better than they practice, don't they, when they warm up? That's another team that does that. They are well coached.
Second one's good. 29 seconds left. So we're down to 25. 32-30, the lead for Community. Now down under 20 seconds to go. Again, we cannot see the scoreboard, so just kind of going off the clock in my head at the moment as we get the text messages come in. Down under 15 seconds to go. This tapped out. Loose ball will go back to Open Bible. 32-30 is the lead for Community as we near the half. I believe there's 8 seconds left in the half. So 8 seconds for Open Bible to get off a shot. 32-30, the lead for Community.
5, 6, 7.
Richardson from way outside, and that's good. And that'll do it for the half. My goodness.
That's ridiculous. They said he's a shooter. You'll call his name a lot. And, boy, they weren't lying about that.
Wow. That is extremely impressive. Richardson hit 5 threes in the first half. And as a team, Open Bible hit 6 of 9 from three-point range. I'm going to tell you something right now. If you make that many threes on a regular basis, your record is not 15-9.
Yeah, that's true. And the good thing for Community is they've hit that many three-pointers, and they're only up by 1.
But I'll tell you right now, that kid, Richardson,
that guy can shoot.
He can just flat out shoot the ball. I mean,
it's a beautiful
shot. If he shoots it, I believe it's going in.
You got me persuaded. I know that.
But at this point, Open Bible's hit just about every outside shot that they've taken, and they lead at 33-32 over Community. Kind of an interesting first half from both sides there. Open Bible playing a much more physical style of defense and sending Community to the line a lot. And on the other end, Richardson's been really the single reason Open Bible's in the game because he's been banging threes from everywhere.
Man, that guy has been raining them in. I think he's only missed one of them.
That's impressive. It really is. The way, how quick he gets off his shot.
That's what's impressive. He gets a shot before you can blink an eye hardly. He's up in the air shooting it. It's just
very
amazing.
impressive. All right, so the first half totals. First of all, for Community Christian, 6 points for Sam Denon. Josh Mitchell has 10 points. He's 0 for 3 from the line. Robbie Jansen with a couple of threes for his 6-point total. Community 2 of 4 from three-point range. Oh, I forgot to do Keaton Doty. He has 10 points and is 8 of 12 from the free throw line.
He started hitting after a while, that free throw line. To begin with, he was.
So as a whole, Community is 8 of 15 from the free throw line, and that is not the way that you're going to win games.
He should say about 2/3 of them anyway in high school.
For Open Bible, 1 3-pointer for Luke Hubert. 15 points for Ethan Canfield. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Nick West has 2 points and 15 for Trent Richardson. on 5 made three-point field goals in that first half. Open Bible is 6 of 9 from three-point range. Some fantastic shooting in half number 1 for them. Pass it off to you for our rebound totals.
Hi, rebounding. First of all, for Open Bible, who's in the lead, Tim Lishko has 2 rebounds. Ben Marcantoni has 1. Tristan Richardson has 1. Ethan Canfield has 4. Nick West has 3. And Jalen Turner has 2 for a total of 13. 13 rebounds in the first half for Open Bible. For Community Christian, we had Sam Denon with 1. Keaton Doty had 1. Josh Mitchell had 12 rebounds in the first half. Robbie Jansen had 2 for a total of 15. So with Community's Josh Mitchell getting 12 rebounds, they're ahead of rebounds 15 to 13.
All right, we'll take a break here at the half. Should be a really good second half on tap. 35-33 is the lead for Open Bible at the half. Come on back here in a few minutes for our second half play. Should be a good one for opening game of the tournament. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. You're watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament. Start of half number 2 behind Open Bible's hot shooting in the first half. They lead at 35-33, a high-scoring game here for game 1. There's a foul right off the bat. So a foul on Robbie Jansen, I believe.
Yeah.
That'll be his second, team first on Community here in the second half. Free throw from Canfield is off the mark. Ethan will have another one coming.
Robbie needs to get there quicker, I think.
You know, we talked a lot about Tristan Richardson bombing away from the outside, but Ethan Canfield on the inside has done a really nice job. Those two combined have been almost unstoppable. Doty, baseline pull-up jumper. That's good. Nice smooth shot from Keaton.
Well, wasn't that pretty? He went to dribble like he was dribbling around the corner to go to the baseline, stopped, pulled up, and about a 15-foot jump shot.
I think somebody missed our scoreboard up. Did they not? Shouldn't it be 35-35? Oh, boy. I'm going to have to keep a running tab
Let's see,
now.
they haven't scored.
And it was 35-33 at halftime, correct?
Yeah.
Or did they have the score reversed? And we'll keep up with it here in a second.
Oh, boy.
Back up top, Jansen swings it around to Keaton Doty. His three is off the mark. Rebound tapped out and tracked down by Sam Dennett. Still early here in the third quarter. Community in white going right to left here. Doty along the baseline, fights it up off the glass. That won't go. Tapped out of bounds, and it will be Open Bible basketball.
Nice move inside, but boy, you gotta take it on home.
So it should be 35-34, and there's the three from Tristan Richardson that's about 3 feet short because he did the same thing he kind of did in the first half, and that was launch it from about 5 feet behind the arc.
Plus, he was falling backwards when he shot it from 5 feet beyond the arc. He didn't have enough steam to get it there.
Now, if you leave him 1 second of free space, he's going to make a three.
Yep.
He simply is.
That's what he's done today.
That's really the only way you can take him out of what he's doing is by putting somebody in his pocket and making him create as opposed to just shooting. So
the nice thing about it, if you got a guy that can stay with him, he shoots from down around his chest. So you can block him or make him pass the ball. But boy, I tell you what, if you give him that second, it's gone.
Oh, they counted. So we got this text message. They counted Junior Castaneda's three.
A three?
It must have been from the first half.
Oh, so they had to change.
The one that looked like an air ball, because I think it must have gone, there must be a link missing in the net.
Oh, there is, right?
And it went
right there.
through without, because I noticed Robbie Jansen saying something about it. I think they're trying to figure out what the score actually is. So it must be 30. So that's
he didn't
why
get credit for bucket.
That's why the score changed so much, is because they ended up crediting him for the shot, which must have been a discussion at halftime between everybody, is all I can figure out. Well, Robbie Jansen turns it over. That was not a particularly good pass. This tipped away, and Robbie got it back, though. Good hustle back down the floor.
Good hustle.
Nice job by Sam Dennett, too. Down the lane, Keaton Doty off the glass and scores with the left hand.
Nice job. He came in. The big guy was standing in the middle there. He went off to the left hand with his left hand off the glass and got it.
39-33 Community. Let's see what Open Bible does here. They are going man-to-man defense with Keaton Doty out on Richardson, and that's thrown away.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. Nick West thought he was going to maybe stay or break underneath. He threw the ball there, and he went the opposite direction.
I'm telling you, I think if I'm Open Bible, I go to Canfield on the inside.
He's good.
I just have him post and have him work a little bit. I know Josh is a big kid too, but that's where I would go. 3-ball on the wing. That's a little short. Doty saves it back inside to Mitchell, who forces it up and in. That's a nice hustle play from Keaton Doty.
Nice hustle. That's what they need. Really go after everything.
41-33 Community. Again, I apologize. We do not know how much time is on the clock until we get notified because we can't see the scoreboard. But we will let you know as soon as we find out. Castaneda off the steal. Junior down the lane. He missed the layup, but tipped up and in by Keaton Doty.
Once again, a hustle again. What we were talking about, they're going to have to hustle.
Yeah, it was not, for Community in the first half, it was kind of half pace.
Kind of laying back, yeah.
So into the paint. That should have been a foul on Robbie Jansen. Yeah. That was a foul and a half. There's a fadeaway from the baseline. That's a nice shot from Nick West.
Nick can play that ball out there, too.
Really nice. 43-35. That definitely should have been a foul on Jansen.
Oh, it was.
Off the left side. Now out front. Jansen for three, and that's good. Robbie Jansen with his third three of the game.
So far, Jansen's hitting today, and that's good for Community because they need that outside shooting to balance it.
46-35 is the lead for the Panthers as we go down the stretch here in quarter three. There's an open look for Richardson, and he misses way off to the left. Now Doty back the other way, lays it up and in with the left hand plus the foul.
That was a bad foul by Trenton. There's no way he was going to block him, and he went up and hit his arm.
The problem with Keaton, and I understand this from Tristan as he picks up his third foul and team first, Keaton's only 6'3", so Tristan's operating with the assumption that he can get there and jump like him, but Keaton can jump out of the building.
Oh, yeah,
so
he can.
It makes it much more difficult, especially when you're trying to track him down from behind. Free throw rattles off.
That was Farrell's first rebound of the day.
Been one weakness in Keaton's game today is that his free throw shooting has not been all that great. But
he went through a good streak there right toward the end of the first half after a very mediocre first part of the first half.
There's a really nice pass.
Man.
And the layup on the inside by four. I don't have a 14, by the way, so I apologize for that.
14 is Chase Farrell.
Oh, Chase Farrell. Okay. That was a nice pass from the outside as Doty finishes on this end.
Yeah, he comes
and
down.
Lays it in.
Doty came down the right side of the lane and got a nice shovel pass over there. Made an easy layup. Timeout.
50-37 is the lead for Community. Good pass from Canfield. That's who I forgot his name for a second. Canfield on the offensive end made a nice pass, and the Community came right back down and scored.
Canfield plays well on the inside all the time. I mean, he just is really effective.
4:24 to go in this. I'll make this 3:49. I keep getting text messages, and I have to scroll through and try to figure out how much time is left. 3:49 left on the clock here in our first game of the day. Here in the third quarter as Community leads it 50-37. And for Open Bible, we talked about this at the half. Tristan Richardson was on fire in the first half, and he's gone almost exactly the opposite in the second half and has been way off. Now, that being said, if you're Community, you can't lay off of him. And if you're Open Bible, you can't go away from him because
that's what got you here.
Hey, if he hits, even if he misses 2 or 3 more, if he hits 3 or 4 in a row, you're right back in the game.
That's the thing about a three-point shooter like him.
If you're Open Bible, you don't want to go away from it, and if you're Community, you don't want to let up. So
they're putting Doty back on him again.
So Open Bible brings it up into the front court. Nick West. West has actually played a pretty nice game so far, too. Runner in the lane, that's no good. It was a pretty move, though.
That was a good move.
Jansen with the ball ahead to Mitchell on the break, down the lane, and he'll lay it up and in. Josh Mitchell with the bucket. It's 52-37 as we approach 3 minutes to go in the third.
They switch sides with Tristan, gave him the other side, but he's still in front of him.
Richardson fires a 3. That doesn't touch anything.
He's forcing it.
Jansen with a full court pass to Sam Denon. That was kind of dangerous, but it worked. Jansen out front, working left side, pulls up, fires, and scores from 15 feet. So Robbie Jansen with the bucket. It's 54-37 Community.
Now they're keeping Doty right in front of Tristan, not giving him any open shots.
Down the lane, good pass from West again. Another nice move. Good pass to the inside for Chase Farrow.
Yeah, they worked the ball inside, just missed the layup was all.
Runner in the lane, no good from Mitchell. Gets his own rebound back, dumps it out front, and Community will reset here. I'm not 100%. Is that score correct or should it be 54-39?
I have no idea.
Back out to Denon from the free throw line. That rattles around and out.
That's Farrell with his second rebound and a half. Second rebound for the day.
Back the other way. That runner's no good, but we do have a whistle and a foul. That will send Tim Olishko to the line. Foul on Junior Castaneda. That will be his first, team second on Community. That free throw off the mark for Tim. He's 0 for 3 from the line today. 2-11 to go in this third quarter. Second free throw, no good, and the rebound to Mitchell.
That's Mitchell's 4th rebound of the half, 15th of the day.
Castaneda backs it out, up top to Mitchell, and Community will reset here. It is 54-39, that's what I thought. Castaneda along the baseline, got a step back out to Jansen. Community more than happy to run some clock here.
Yeah, don't need to be in a hurry.
Mitchell trying to back it in. Spins up and under and lays it in.
Isn't that amazing how he can worm his way around like that? You think you got him shut off, and he went to the baseline with a 360 turn off the glass.
56-39. And we got to be under a minute for the half now. Rebound to Doty off that missed shot.
Doty going up strong on that right side there.
Castaneda on the wing. Back up top. Jansen for a long three. That rattles around and out. And the rebound underneath to Farrow.
Farrow's got his 3rd rebound. He plays pretty strong inside. I think he's a little weak on the offensive part, but he can play inside.
Back the other way. Tristan Richardson throws up a wild shot. That won't go. Rebound loose. Picked up by Mitchell. Ahead to Denon on the break. Down the lane and lays it up and in.
Nice hustle. Good transition bucket.
58-39. Community with the lead. Down the lane, runner with the left hand by West. Hit the backboard. Mitchell out on the run. Down the lane, tried to dunk it. No foul on the inside. Rebound put back up and in. So Junior Castaneda with the bucket. I like to see Josh doing that, though, if you're on the Community side of things, because you want your big guy to be aggressive.
Yes, you do.
On the inside. Same thing with Canfield here. There's a 15-footer, and that's a good shot for Open Bible because that's a shot he can hit. And you want your big guys to be aggressive. That deflects it.
They're getting tentative on the shots. Kind of short arming it. Getting a little bit nervous, I guess.
As Ben Mercantoni checks in. Well, if you're Open Bible, too, now you're trying to push to get back in the game. Runner by West. That won't go. Rebound to Mitchell.
Nice, strong rebound. He went up and contested it and drew it down.
Castaneda ahead to Doty, and he'll lay it up and in. I don't know if he got it off or not. Problem was, I didn't know how much time was left. I think they said no. So at the end of 3, it's 60-39. The lead for Community here over Open Bible. Take a break, come back with the 4th quarter here in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament. All right, start of quarter number 4 as Doty down the paint, fires and scores. And Community now out to a 62-39 lead. As up into the front court now comes Nick West, trying to work right side down the lane, throws it up on the run. That won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. And Open Bible will keep it.
That was nice help defense that time by Robbie Jansen. Good hustle on his part. I'm glad to see that.
It comes in the post. Runner off the glass won't go. We have a whistle and a foul down low.
Oh, my. I think they're just calling everything under there now.
So the foul's on Josh Mitchell. He'll pick up his first foul, team third. So to the free throw line for Open Bible goes Ethan Canfield. Ethan had himself a really nice first half. He's struggled a little bit in the second, but for sure can play the inside. And that's a nice looking free throw. 62-40, the lead now for Community.
You like it when a guy missed that first free throw and goes ahead and bounces out and drives that second one home.
That's
oh, my.
Off the mark by Denon, and now Open Bible will bring it back up here.
Yeah, Ethan's fifth rebound right there.
In our fourth quarter, 62-39. Community with the lead. Out front, Richardson trying to get free, nowhere to go with it. Now along the baseline it goes. Try to dump it back out in the corner to Alishko. Got a step. Good defense by Junior Castaneda.
That's nice.
Back up top of the key along two. That won't go from Canfield. Rebound tipped out to Mitchell. Outlet feed ahead to Doty. Down the lane and missed that runner.
Waited a little too long to get the shot off. He was getting behind the backboard and tried to compensate, hit off the front of the rim. Here comes Open Bible.
Richardson trying to create along the baseline. Misses that one badly.
That was just.
Yeah, he's pushing it a little bit, trying to get his team back in it. And
yeah.
That deflected and stolen away, and now Open Bible will bring it back up. Going down the stretch here in the fourth quarter, Community leads at 62-39.
Oh,
as that was somewhat interesting.
Yeah, they weren't even guarding him. He was falling backwards. There's no need to. And they still called a foul.
So the foul on Community's, was that on Robbie Jansen, 32, or was it 22? Oh, well. I can't see half of what's going on anyway. Free throw off the mark for Nick West. He'll have another one coming here as Luke Ebert checks back into the lineup.
Yeah, he plays inside pretty strong, too.
Second one's good. West makes 1 out of 2.
Burn the clock, Miles. Burn the clock.
62-41. I'm not really sure. Trying to get a look at that clock down there. Let me see. Next time we have a dead ball, I'll try to look at it myself through the binoculars and see if I can see the little part of it from behind up here. That runner doesn't go.
Once again, no need to take a shot like that. You're way ahead.
Open Bible back up on the run. And a lay-in from Josh Hall off the fast break.
No, once they've got 4 points in a row.
62-43. So Community back up with it here, going down the stretch here in game 1 of the national tournament. Left-handed shot there from Mitchell is off the mark.
Let's not get silly here.
Well, yeah, I mean, both teams are getting a little out of control. There's another one that's out of control for Open Bible, and kind of both teams have.
Both of them are kind of going to that.
Kind of spun out into some crazy type stuff. There's a runner that's missed. Rebound, tip back out. Open Bible on the run. That's slapped out of bounds from Robbie Jansen. As into the lineup for Open Bible comes Ethan Canfield.
Might say Tristan is back in as well now. He had to sit out for a while, but he's back in.
Well, and that's a good job from the coaching staff too, from Open Bible. Steve West, their head coach, just bringing them over and saying, okay, try to stay under control a little bit. It's okay to look for points, but make sure you're getting a shot you can hit, and we'll just go from there. So the runner on the inside wouldn't go back the other way. That shot blocked. We do have a whistle and a foul, and Keaton Doty will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, Doty once again pushing the ball up the court, coming down the right-hand side. They know how you can get up there now. Now they're just fouling him.
All right. Let's see if I can miraculously see through this how much time is left on that board.
Good luck. Missed again.
By the time I get it focused, the game's going to be over. 4:44. That's how much time's left. Literally, it's like the size of, and 2 inches. And I'm looking at it from way up here, but I did at least get to see it. it took a little while. The only way you can do that is during a dead ball, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. You won't get it otherwise.
So down to about 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter as Community leads at 63-43. There's a jumper on the wing. That's off the mark, and the rebound to Josh Mitchell. Off to Robbie Jansen, and he'll bring it up into the front court. Jansen holds out front and down
Mitchell.
under 4 minutes to go now.
Mitchell has 19 baskets so far, 19 rebounds.
Nice cut to the hoop by Junior Castaneda, but could not finish. And it will be Open Bible basketball.
Nick West, 5th rebound.
And we have a timeout, full timeout to Open Bible as Community leads at 63-43. Here with a little over 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Take a break. Come back with more of this fourth quarter in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament. By the way, 4:04 left to go in the fourth quarter. Four minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. 63-43 Community leads. That three blocked. Richardson picks it up, tries to force up a shot. That wouldn't go, and now finally tips it in along the inside.
Tristan is doing everything he can to try to get the team back in.
I'm telling you. I give that kid credit. He keeps working. Castaneda in the post to Mitchell. He's fouled and lays it in. Boy, that's nice.
Yeah. See, what he's doing wrong in guarding him is he's hatchet chopping him. Don't do that. Just go straight up with him.
Yeah, Ethan is really about the size.
They're about the same size. Yeah.
Yeah, just body up, put your hands straight up, especially at this point in the game. Just go straight up and work with that. So we got a jump ball. Will be Open Bible basketball. 65-45 is the lead for Community. Off comes in the wing. Richardson for three. That's in and out. Rebound in the post. That was stripped away. Richardson wide open, but from deep, and he hits that. I mean, that's way out. That's about 6 feet behind the arc. That kid can, if you give him any space at all, he is automatic.
They should work for a shot and only take a layup.
So 65-48. We go down the stretch here in the fourth, and there's a turnover.
Good hustle and defense by Open Bible.
And fast break, and the layup's good, plus the foul. Well, a good take there from Nick West.
Now we're down to 15-point lead. It was one time 22.
Foul was on Junior Castaneda, his second, team fifth. And Nick West at the free throw line. And he makes the free throw.
14-point lead.
I'm telling you, the way that kid can shoot threes.
Oh, my. She didn't change the score down there. It's 65-51.
I believe it's 2:40 to go in the game, if I can read that right through my binoculars. Castaneda out front, so we're down to 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Runner won't go from Denon.
Man, they got to.
Now Open Bible back on the run. That deflected. It goes off of Richardson and out of bounds. That's a bad break for Open Bible because Richardson was open, and if Jansen kind of deflected it and then went off of Richardson and out of bounds. So Community now working some clock.
What was
I'm
that?
not even sure who we called the foul on. He called it on 11, didn't he? 11's not even on that
He's
side of
over
the
here.
court. I don't know. I guess that's on Sam Denon. That's what he called, his third. But the problem is he was
on the other side of the court.
I think he meant 10, but
I think he did too.
outside long three. That won't go from West. And Jansen collects the rebound.
That's 7th rebound for Jansen so far.
Pass ahead to Denon. Mitchell along the baseline. Back out front to Jansen. He got away with a travel for sure. Now Doty swings it around along the baseline to Mitchell. And Community content with working a little bit of clock here.
Now, but don't just work the clock. See if you can get that bucket underneath.
1:50 left. And we got a foul on
number 10. Is that what I said?
Tristan Richardson. That will be his team fourth.
Yeah, they cut down their fouls the second half, but
down to about 1:45 or so to go here in this game. And a 65-51 lead for Community. Castaneda out front. Kind of swings it back around in the corner for Mitchell. Josh got a step along the baseline. Ended up finishing, but had a whistle and a foul.
22 again.
On Ethan Canfield. That will be his fourth.
Ethan's going to have to move over and cut off that baseline. He's picked up a foul because he didn't move quickly with his feet.
1:15 left to go in the game. So we approach 1 minute. Looks like Open Bible is pretty much satisfied with just playing defense and letting this roll. Mitchell over in the corner will hold there as we get down under a minute here. Community leading 65-51. See if I can find that. Let's see, winner of game one. That's what I gotta find next. Doty trying to drive on the left side. And back up with it comes Open Bible.
I can't believe he called foul there anywhere.
That off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Doty. Jansen up into the front court.
That's going to finish it out, I think. No. There we go. That's it. 65.
All right, that is the final. 65-51 as Community wins it by 14 here over Open Bible in game number one of this tournament. I am desperately trying to find out where the winner of game one goes. Oh, tomorrow, 4:30. 4:30 tomorrow. The winner of game one versus the winner of game five in the semifinals of Boy Division 4B. And give me just a moment here, and I will tell you where the loser of game one goes. That's 1:30. So Open Bible will play at 1:30 tomorrow in Division 4B Constellation. So Open Bible at 1:30 tomorrow, and Community will play at 4:30 right back here on Court 1 tomorrow. All right, give us just a moment here. We'll finish up your stats, and we'll close out game one of this tournament. All right, final scoring totals. First of all, for Open Bible, 3 points for Luke Hubert on 1 3-point field goal. Chase Farrell with 4 points. Tristan Richardson finished with 20 points, including 6 3-point field goals. Josh Hall had 2. Ethan Canfield with 14 points. He was 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Nick West with 8 points. He was 2 of 3 from the line. Open Bible finished 7 of 14 from 3-point range. For Community Christian, 2 points for Junior Castaneda, 8 for Sam Denon, 13 for Robbie Jansen, including 3 3-point field goals. Josh Mitchell with 16 points. He was 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Keaton Doty finishes with 23 points. He was 9 of 15 from the free throw line. Community, 3 of 7 from 3-point range. I'll pass it off to you for our final rebounding totals.
All right, rebounding first of all for Open Bible. We had Tim Malishko had 3. Luke Hubert had 2. Ben Marcantoni had 1. Chase Farrell 4. Tristan Richardson 3. Ethan Canfield had 7. Nick West had 5. Jalen Turner had 2 for a total of 27. For Community Christian, we had Junior Castaneda with 2. Sam Denon had 3. Keaton Doty had 4. Josh Mitchell, listen to this, 19 rebounds. And Robbie Jansen 7 for a total of 35. So they picked up the rebound in the second half, Community Christian, and ended up winning that battle 35-27.
Yep, and Community wins at 65-51. We'll take a break, come back with our first girls basketball game of the tournament. We'll do that in just a few minutes. You're watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament.